We're back with another installment of Future Past Vintage Collectibles, and real quick, what we're going to do today is we're going to go through books that I'm going to submit to CGC, which is a little bit of a big deal to us because I haven't submitted anything in 3 years.
I literally checked, it was January of 2022. That was the last time we submitted.
Yeah, a little over 3 years. So I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff I'm submitting, and primarily what it is books that either we have a hard time selling not slabbed, or they're so high grade that the best way to do it would just sell it slabbed, maybe even put it in an auction. So anyway, that's what we're going to show today. We have a really big selection. We feature Bronze and Copper Age books. That's what we primarily sell as comic resellers. However, I have all eras, so you'll see some of that today. And tell people where to find us real quick.
Yes, you can find us over on Instagram. We do claim sales over there every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific and every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific. And then you can also find us over on eBay. We're posting weekly over there. Tons of stuff over there as well.
And if you'd like to help our channel, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I mean, that really does help us grow, and it gets those videos out there. And some of this stuff's pretty different than what other people are doing. So like and subscribe. But make sure to leave a comment because that really helps. One last thing is we buy comic collections. If you have a comic book collection, please consider reaching out to us. We're competitive. We're easy to deal with. So there.
Woohoo!
Let's look at some books. First book is Betty and Me #1. And Rachel, if you don't mind, put a little link to the video of us cleaning and pressing. This was a cracked 3.0. It's a 4.5. It's worth slabbing. It's a cool book. There's not tons of them out there. Really happy with the improvements on this book. This is a copy of Haunt of Horror #1. It's in a little plastic bag. This thing is a pristine 9.8 or higher. Rachel and I just had the opportunity to look at a box of these. We literally had 15 or more copies. Not one of them looked as nice as this. And the funny thing about that is they all look nice. But this is a really cool, I'm going to get a close-up for you guys here. It's never been opened all the way. You can just see it doesn't have any color breaks. You can see. But anyway, it does have some cool art on the inside. I kind of tried to open it up slightly to look at the art. For those of you who collect Bronze Age horror, this is a really nice book. This is a copy of Codename Assassin from first issue special #11. It's a 9.8, so when I have like near mint mints of these, it's probably just better to slab them. It's not a very expensive book, but it's not like there's tons of these in 9.8. This is a copy of Fantastic Four #1. I think it's a 1.8 or a 2.0. We'll let CGC figure that out. It's got some staining. It's got some issues, but it's still connected to the staple. I think it's got a tear in the back cover. It's missing a corner for about 1.5 inches, but it's still a great copy of an iconic Silver Age comic book. Probably one of the most impactful Silver Age comic books of all time. I think it's Teenage Romances 55. I could have that number wrong. One of the best Matt Baker covers ever drawn, and I've seen a lot of them. Really hard to get book, period. So by St. John's Press, this came out in 1956, if I remember correctly. Fantastic book. I think it's a 2.0 when I graded it. I have some unread copies of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit. I think this is the #3, and that's the #2. I have a #1 in here as well. These are actually really cool to get in 9.8, not really readily available. I'll be sending some of these in. I know the #1 looked like it was a 9.8. This is a copy of Adventure Comics 312. You know what? This is an 8.0. Hard to get book, so I've tried to sell it a couple times. I'm just going to get it slabbed and go from there, probably throw it in an auction somewhere. I haven't looked at this in a while. It's right in between a 9.6 and 9.8. I'm going to let CGC sort it out. Look how white the book is, though. This killer Dr. Doom cover. Very desirable book. Had this for a while. I'm going to go ahead and slab it. We cannot find anything wrong with this book.
We think it's a 10.0.
I mean, literally the staple placement. There's nothing. We cannot find a defect in this book, so I've held on to it. Really hard to sell something like that raw. I'm going to let CGC figure out what grade it is. If it's a 9.8, I'll be happy with that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got higher. This is a copy of Slow Death #2, first print, and it is the nicest copy I've ever seen. I'm expecting it to get 9.8 or higher. You've never seen one. I'm just telling you, these are really, really difficult to get.
The first printing on these, it has a shadow on the 50 cent.
Yeah, so if you have a green, If that's green, you have a second print. Yeah, Slow Death is an underground series that really took a lot from pre-code science fiction, and it's a book I've always liked a lot. This is just one of those books, and when they get really high grade like this, I don't know what grade that is, I think it's a 9.4 if I remember correctly. When they get high grade like this, I need to submit them because they're hard to sell raw, and I can't get things like this cheap. There's 2 bags in this. This is a just drop dead Near Mint 9.8 candidate, and it's really cool. It has Giant Size X-Men. The back cover on the inside has a reproduction of Giant Size X-Men 1. Really cool series. They're somewhat valuable in 9.8 or higher. This is a book that I'm going to actually reach out to CGC about. It's a double cover weird mystery tales from 100-page Super Spectacular number 4. Arguably one of Bernie Wrightson's best covers he ever drew. I'll show the back cover. So even the outside cover looks smashing. What a killer piece of virgin art. That's the thing about these books. A lot of times they have big blemishes or a line across it. This one, even the outer cover looks good. The reason I have to reach out to CGC about this is that the outer cover is not connected to the inner cover. Because these were glued, these were not stapled. This is the inner cover of the book, and I'm going to show you the outer cover in a second. It's a high-grade copy of just a killer book. And here is the other cover. So, whoops. So remember, these were glued on. So they're glued here, and there's staples on the inside. And this one just didn't catch the, it grabbed on there. So I'm going to see if CGC will grade this, and if they will, I'll allow them to.
This is Prez number 4. First team president. Very high grade. Probably, are these
9.6 or 9.8. I haven't looked to see if I can improve them through a press, but I'll show you why these are just really pristine.
Number 3. Number 2. And number 1.
So not only are these like in an uncirculated high grade shape, these are Don Rosa pedigrees. So having a whole set of Don Rosas, I'm going to go ahead and slab them and go from there.
We also have a copy of Crawl number 1 newsstand, and it is also Don Rosa.
Don Rosa pedigree. So I'm just going to get that slabbed. I have sold pedigrees that weren't slabbed, and I still do. I'll show you some more of these. I have a copy of Incredible Hulk number 155. I think this is a 9.6 if I remember correctly.
Looks so good.
Yeah, it's just a book I probably need to slab to sell. This is a copy of Adventure Comics 344. It's either a 9.4 or a 9.6.
It's a 9.4.
It's a 9.4. Very hard book to get in 9.4. And this is the first appearance of White Wizard and the death of Chemical King. For anyone who follows the Legion of Superheroes, this is a really nice book and very high grade. Got this in a multi-pack. It's a copy of Kazar number 1. Once again, I just saw 20 copies, high-grade copies of this. Not one of them was even close to how nice this is, which is saying a lot. So this is a Near Mint, and I'm really curious to see how that does. Here's The Hobbit number 1. You don't see these that often in Near Mint. It's a pretty book. I have another set of these I want to save for my grandson to read to him when he's old enough. Excited about that. This is a copy of Hulk 256. It's a Near Mint. First appearance of Saber from 1981, and I'm going to go ahead and submit that. Sometimes we're a little strict on these, and our Near Mints will get Near Mint pluses, but this is a book I've had for a while. I have this graded at Near Mint. I'm curious to see what CGC says about it. It is a copy of Thriller, Boris Karloff's Thriller number 2. And all I can tell you, it's by far the nicest copy I've ever seen. In hand, it'll make you want to weep a little. It's so high grade. Such a pretty book, but I'm going to go ahead and get that slabbed. Real quick, I have some Epitaphs of the Abyss because I had bought a lot of these. This is the 1 in 100. I have 2 of those, at least 9.8, and then I have this variant, it's only 300 printed, right?
Mm-hmm. And it comes with a special card.
And it has a card with it.
Sick.
She's peeling out of her skin, just a killer cover.
I think this is 212 because it's cut off. But this is Superboy Legion of Superheroes 212, very high grade copy.
So these are very difficult to get in 9.6, 9.8, and everyone we're showing you is in that grade. We have a lot of Near Mint mints from this.
225.
Really, really cool. These are all Legion.
This bag's wrinkly, but the book is not.
Yeah, it's still in the bag that we got it in, just pristine.
And 223.
These are all from the Monterey collection, and I've talked about that in the past. You can look at our videos. It was a Just a superior collection of books. This is another one. When they're this high grade, I just go ahead and slab it. It's a Hulk 246, and it's a near mint. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that slabbed. Probably throw it in an auction. So this is a cool book. Strange Adventures 195, early appearance of Animal Man, as I think the second appearance in his costume. This is a near mint copy, so I'll go ahead and get that slabbed. This is Strange Adventures 184, featuring Animal Man. This is a near mint minus. I'll go ahead and get this slabbed.
These look so good, you guys.
Throw it in an auction.
They're so high grade.
And this is a 9.0 of Strange Adventures number 201. Always like this cover. I'll go ahead and get that slabbed as well.
These are all near mints, all of these.
This is Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes number 215. It is a near mint from the Monterey collection. This is the 228 near mint candidate here. This is the 209. These early numbers are very hard to find in grade. Very low census, and these are just pristine. White pages, beautiful. Commanding number 1. This book is immaculate. I can't find anything wrong with it. Really curious to see how they grade it.
That's one that could be like a 9.9 or something.
Fully expected to get a 9.8. This is Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes number 232. Near mint candidate. Pretty book. I got a copy of Batman 399. This is a near mint candidate, and what a beauty. I've always liked this cover. I think it's sick.
This is Ozark Ike B11, which is the first issue in the run, and I'm convinced this is a River City Pedigree. I went down a rabbit hole because it has this grease pen on it, and it matches a lot of the River City Pedigree grease pens. So we're going to see if CGC also thinks
Seems
it's
to be a little higher grade than some of their stuff.
Yeah, that Pedigree's kind of all over the place. You should look it up if you haven't
seen
it before.
What do we think? 9.2 on that?
9.4.
9.4.
Yeah, I think it's a 9.4. All right, this is all of the very special guys.
Well, these are good.
This is House of Mystery 182. It was a cracked slab, right?
Yeah, it was a 9.6 cracked slab, and I just, it looked a little bit improvable, but we still think it's a 9.6.
It's very nice.
These are very hard to get 9.6, very low census. Oh, Neil Adams cover, let's just mention that.
Ever heard of him? You see my face in there.
Sorry. Oh, there we go. Really cool.
This is Avengers 99.
I think it's a 9.4 or a 9.6. Like I said, we get very strict with these. It's time we start submitting again because people do submit our books and get higher grades than we think. But this part of the run with Barry Windsor Smith is really popular, very cool, and I'm glad to have it. So
we are right on the money sometimes too with our grades.
We are right on the money.
It's hard to say.
Sometimes we're wrong. We're just human beings doing that.
This is Fantasy Quarterly number 1, the first appearance of ElfQuest.
So this doesn't have staples. It was glued together. I'm really curious about how they do this book.
It's also newspaper, so it's like really hard to grade. I'm not sure how they'll grade it. I think I said it 9.4, but I don't know. It could be higher.
We don't know.
So we're excited to see what that one
First appearance of ElfQuest.
House of Secrets 87, one of Dad's faves.
Another 9.6, and it was a cracked 9.6, so I couldn't improve either one of these, but I love this Neil Adams cover. These are the covers I like the best in these runs, the kind of the obscure ones that just remind me of movies or other pop culture.
This is Occult Files of Dr. Spectre number 1, and we think it's a 9294. It's a tweener.
Yep, so we'll see what CGC says, but that's a cool book, and it is the number 1. Last but not least.
This is Hanna-Barbera's Super TV Heroes number 1. I looked at it a couple days ago. I think it's a 9.0.
Which is a cool book, and it's a popular book, so that's very high grade for this book, and I'm excited to see what CGC does with it.
Yeah, but these, because it's like a kid book, I bet people read the crap out of those. They're probably hard to find.
Yeah, these were morning cartoons that I watched when I was a kid. Well, we hope you enjoyed that. We do plan on having another group of books to show you before I go get these slabbed.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Follow us over on Instagram.
Yep.
And thank you guys.
Thanks. Hope you enjoyed that.
Bye.